Hey guys, welcome to Wrestling Days and welcome to today's unseen video. Apologies that this is so delayed, but honestly my notifications are drowning in White Rabbit related posts. But I'm very grateful for them. I want your thoughts, I want your theories, I want anything you're hearing about when it comes to this White Rabbit, this new White Rabbit campaign, because we had so much fun with the last one. And honestly, so many people have got in touch to say they're so excited and they found the community because of the last one. So I want to have that same level of fun again. We're going to be putting out videos and theories and all that kind of stuff. We'll probably even do opinion videos based on how this progresses. So lots of exciting things coming up. I'm really excited for this White Rabbit campaign. But if you want to find out more about that, or if you don't know what I'm on about, there is a video on the channel. The thumbnail basically says White Rabbit. You can't miss it. And that goes for like 10 minutes, and we really do explore everything I know so far, right? There's a few other bits in this video, but we've got so much to cover. We need to get started. We're in the Wrestlemania folder, and a big shout out to Brady. Appreciate it as always. So this is Monet Bankrupt, who has got an interesting thought about the end of the main event of WrestleMania. So it's all about all the stories that finished, if you will, in that main event. So Undertaker got his revenge on Paul Heyman and Roman Reigns, two guys that were involved in his only losses at WrestleMania. Cena got his revenge on Solo for sending him out of the WWE. You might remember Solo beat Cena. Seth came through for Cody and kept his word about being his shield. Jay held off his brother. So many stories were finished, not just Cody's. Pure brilliance by Triple H and everyone involved. So I think most of it is obvious. Most of it is stuff we've spoke about. But I never thought about the Undertaker part in that way. How Undertaker was maybe getting involved because he really did not want to see Roman winning, and he did not want to see Paul Heyman succeeding, because they are two men that are vital, integral to his only WrestleMania losses. Roman beating him at WrestleMania 33, Brock beating him at WrestleMania 30, and of course Brock's advocate was Paul Heyman. So I thought that was a very interesting theory. Might not be correct, right? But I liked it, so I thought you might find it interesting as well. Right, Dijak said, it won't be tomorrow, it won't be next week, it won't be next month, it might not even be next year, but one day you guys are going to turn so hard on Cody and boo his ass out the building. And when that day comes, all I'm going to do is reference this post and tell you I was right. So, and he carries on, he's like, wait, hang on. We need a consensus. Am I a disrespectful piece of shiz just stating the obvious, or a clueless a-hole who is completely wrong? Now, think about what he said there. He said, am I a disrespectful piece of shiz that is telling the truth, basically, stating the obvious? Am I telling the truth? Or a clueless a-hole who is completely wrong? So, am I right or am I wrong? That's basically what he's saying. And right one, piece of shiz won 57.4%. And look at his reaction. Piece of shiz with heart eye emojis. So he was very happy with how all that played out. So there we go. Cody Rhodes said, when one good story ends, an even better one begins. That's pretty cool, isn't it? That's pretty cool. So this story might be over, but a better one is on the way. Right, let's have a look at this footage. This is really interesting. So this is blurry footage, look, of Roman and Heyman walking up the entranceway. So this is from Roman Reigns 52526. You can see there's quite a bit of emotion. You can see the superstars walking past, heading to Cody. Looks like there's tears in the eyes. Look at The Rock as well. Absolutely dejected, shattered as they make their way up the ramp. You can see Cody and Brandi in the background look celebrating away. Roman looking back. Rock looking back. It's just all amazing. I love all these superstars just running down. It's just a different perspective of such a massive moment. Randy just casually strolling. But it's just a different look, a different perspective. A few different images that we haven't seen. Look, a shattered Rock making his way. Okay, honestly, I love that. I think that's absolutely amazing. So, WWE Ethan, shout out to you. I know a lot of people tagged me in this. And again, you know, thank you to everyone that tags me in stuff for Unseen. What I would say is if it's a big account, I've pretty much got it covered. I've got a list of all the big accounts. But all the little bits, you know, that's the stuff that I really struggle to find. So it's always appreciated. Wrestle Features said, as per Fightful Select, just like night one, Bobby Roode helped Michael Hayes produce the Wrestlemania main event. A wonderful weekend for Roode. He killed it. So there we go. Getting really involved. Luke, shout out to you. So the reunion of Cena, Orton, and CM Punk wasn't on my 2024 bingo card. What a moment. So let's play this. Cena gets shocked by the pyro. Look at... I love that moment. Do it again. Do it again. That was brilliant. So, lovely little, look, you can see, look, Seth hobbling out. Look, he gets startled. Oh, look, Randy Orton laughs. Just think of the battles that those two have had, you know? Think of the wars that they've been through. And there they are, just two old mates having a laugh together now. Orton said he would love to face Cena one more time at WrestleMania. I think that's like Cena's, Orton's dream match is Cena. So, I like, God, these clips are amazing. They're amazing. So, that was from Elite Rockers. I couldn't see who the original person was, but Luke, thank you. Right, Triple H said, how do you make steel and leather become a most sought after possession? How do you get men to give their blood, sweat, tears to attain it? How do you make it mean the absolute most? Seth freaking Rollins. That's how you do it. That's how you elevate a championship. And it is true. This belt is, listen, as time goes by and these moments happen, you know, the cash-in and CM Punk and all this, the longer this goes on, the more prestigious this belt becomes, yeah? So the more that it's involved in these kinds of moments, and it's involved at WrestleMania and SummerSlam, and there's amazing matches, it's just growing and growing in prestige. So it's in a much better place now than it was, I don't know, at the end of last year even. But it's only going to keep getting more and more prestigious. So, yeah, I love that tweet from Triple H. So, Harry Van Vliet, thank you, my friends. He tagged me in this as well. This is pretty fun. This is Judgment Day. Look, I think we can do it a little better if we... there we go. Judgment Day celebrate him. This is the moment that they see Damian Priest securing the victory, look. And this is from Gorilla. So there they are in Gorilla, jumping around, celebrating. And then obviously they go out onto the entrance stage. I was just looking to see if I could see anyone in the background. I feel like, is that Jason Jordan maybe? I'm not sure who was sat at the desk there. I wonder, is there a way I can pause it? I want to try and pause it. If we briefly see the desk. I don't think you can make it out, can you, really? It might be. It's probably Triple H and Bruce, I would imagine. Who are you? Who are you? I don't know who you are. Get out. Yeah, can't really make anything out, but there we go. That was the Judgment Day. Celebrate him. That's in Gorilla that Damien had won. Coach Co, shout out to you. So this is Ricky Starks celebrating. So look at him, man. He really celebrates. Yo, come on. Look at him. Look at Ricky Starks. And there we go. There's the story being finished. That's courtesy of Mr. Thanksgiving. And look at him. Look at the reaction. Look at the reaction. Amazing. Amazing. He is loving it. Right, American Nightmare crown and shoulder eagle armor was created by myself. So Jason Baker, the guy that did all the Bray Wyatt stuff, he created the Cody Rhodes mask and the shoulder armor. So there we go. He says, thank you again, Cody, for trusting us and allowing us such an amazing opportunity. Right, Tribal Chief, 3009, shout out to you. So WrestleOps said, Cody Rhodes says it would be special to bring back the Winged Eagle title, but reiterates that he's not in charge and it's up to Triple H. Billy, King Coater Movement, shout out to you. I give them both massive respect, and that's because Becky Lynch wrestled with strep throat at WrestleMania, which I think is like a sore throat infection. Rhea Ripley dealt with a panic attack before their match. They both went out there and still delivered. Well, didn't know that Rhea Ripley suffered from panic attacks. Shakeem, thank you. Look, Jason Baker again. Masks that we made for Damian Priest and Finn Balor at WrestleMania. So again, these two masks were done by the same guy that did all the Fiend stuff and worked with Bray. There's the Cody mask as well. So Shakeem, thank you. Martel, yeah, look at this. So Asuka is now 0-6, but at least she wasn't the one that was pinned. This person says she's 0-7. This person says 0-6. This person says 0-7. Perhaps that was before the match and that was after the match or something. Bianca 4-0. She deserves it. So Bianca undefeated. Asuka can't even buy a win, can she? Man, she needs to finish her story. She needs to finish her story. We need to get Asuka a win at WrestleMania. How did one of the most dominant women in NXT, in fact, in WWE history, she beat Goldberg's undefeated streak. How did she go from that to being 0-7 at WrestleMania? What the flip's that about? What's that about? Right, Teal Road said the other side of Cody's Liberty boots last night featured all of Dreams' grandkids. So the American Dream, all of his grandkids' initials. I don't know if it's like D-O, D-D, D-D, M-G, K-G. But those are all of Dusty Rhodes' grandchildren's initials. That's nice, isn't it? That's nice to know. Right here, we've got, I think we've got another one of this actually later, which is a little bit better. So it means I don't have to go to Instagram, which is always appreciated. So yeah, we'll have a look at that. So Harry, shout out to you. Chris said right in the feels. So we want Cody, a selfie of Cody and Dusty. That's pretty cool, isn't it? That's pretty cool. There he is, the American Dream, Dusty Rhodes, and there's the American Nightmare, Cody Rhodes. So it's pretty cool. Of course he had to get a picture. Of course he did. Of course he did. Luke said it wasn't Undertaker under the ring. Who was it then? So Diplo said Undertaker pulled up and chokeslammed The Rock. Okay, so this is fan footage again. Look, he gets in the ring there. That's him. He comes running in and slides in. He doesn't come from under the ring. Boom, he slides in like that. Then we pan around, and when we go back, he's in the ring. So what's that? Who was under the ring? Who is under the ring if it wasn't Undertaker? I was under the impression it was Undertaker. But there he is. Who's under the ring? Dunno. Right, JD McDonough said this is the Judgment Day. 2 Irishmen, a Mexican, a Puerto Rican, and an Aussie who live and die for pro wrestling and for each other. The business is 100% real to all of us. So there we go. This is more fan footage. And you can see coming out on the entrance stage, running out, there's the Judgment Day. Look at the excitement. Look at the excitement. Look at them. Look at the Judgment Day. Oh, man. Look at the celebration. Look at the celebration. World Heavyweight Champion. So, there we go. I wonder if we'll get Damian Priest versus Finn Balor. Do you remember they were teasing a little bit of dissension last year? Now Damian Priest has got it. I wonder, because I don't know that Drew's going to get it. Because CM Punk might keep costing Drew. He might keep, but man, is he going to cost Drew in Scotland? That's not going to go down well, is it? If Damian Priest is champion and Drew is going to try and get the belt off him, if CM Punk's going to cost Drew in Scotland and cheat him in Scotland, the crowd ain't going to like that. I feel like Drew versus CM Punk is SummerSlam. I think Cody versus Rock is SummerSlam. I am wondering about Seth versus Roman. If that's the lineup for SummerSlam, it might be the greatest pay-per-view we've ever seen. Because it won't be 2 days. It's 1 day. And imagine that card. In fact, we need to have a serious conversation about how goated SummerSlam really could be this year. We need a serious conversation about that. Because we've got to get a lot of star power onto 1 day. Oh. I wonder if they'll end up making SummerSlam 2 days. I wouldn't hate it, but there's something special about it being 1 day. And just imagine if we only had the best matches from this year's WrestleMania. I mean, it would then be undeniably the greatest WrestleMania. As it is, I think it's in the conversation and up there. But yeah, very exciting. So Brandi said, thank you, WWE Universe. You have no idea how that felt. So she's talking about this moment where she steps forwards and she gets a great reaction, and then she takes this mask, this headwear. So she says you have no idea how that felt. Bailey says, man, thank you guys so much. Grayson Waller said, the world found out this weekend what we've known for years. Australian wrestling is world class. The takeover has only just started. To all the wrestlers in Australia, keep working hard and showing out. The opportunities are there for the taking. Hashtag we conquered. Well, can I just say, all the British wrestlers out there, yeah? Can you, what did he say? Can you keep working hard and showing out? The opportunities are out there for the taking. So, you know, it is a great period of time for Australian wrestling. But can UK wrestling rise up again? It's the American wrestling's just always there, isn't it? In all fairness, America, you're fine. You don't need to do anything else. This was what we were going to look at earlier. So, gotta be the best Are You Ready I've ever heard. So, we obviously can't play the audio. But here's Triple H looking at her, looking at Steph doing the Are You Ready? And I love his reaction. Look, he loves that. Are you ready? Little smirk. Right? No, let's go again. Philadelphia. I said, are you ready? He loves it. He loves it. Little smile on his face. That's him in Gorilla watching live. And you can tell she's having a great time. So here, look, he said it's got to be the best Are You Ready I've ever heard. Spoiler, Philly was ready. Hashtag WrestleMania. So very cool. Very cool. Let's go to community. There's some great stuff in here. So, Wrestle with Andy, shout out to you. I had to include this because over here, look, he's gone and grabbed a smaller Wrestling Days head. And the reason why this isn't as big as the one that Andy had on SmackDown, and this is a true story, right? He lost it. He lost it. He lost my head. He took a massive, giant Wrestling Days head, and he lost it. So my head is now anywhere. It could be anywhere. There could be anyone robbing banks with my giant head, right? So thankfully, he said he had a backup. He had. I don't know how to feel about this. He had 2 of my faces made. I don't know how to feel about it. But people had great fun pointing it out. Oh my God, I just saw your face on the show and whatever. So Wrestle with Andy, it's just, so appreciated. The community had so much fun with it. And I just hope you had an amazing time, dude. I can't see how you didn't. I mean, think about all the stuff that went down this weekend. I mean, it really is a once in a lifetime, isn't it? It's what a weekend this has been. So yeah, incredible. And someone else that had an incredible weekend is Aaron. Look, man, I'm so grateful. I will never forget WrestleMania 40 backstage at the biggest show of all time. Thank you, WWE. So let's go full screen on this. Look, there's Aaron meeting LA Knights. Yeah, he's backstage. How's he got backstage? So he's met LA Knight. He's met Liv Morgan, right? Probably gone and picked up some drugs, isn't he? That's why he's there. He's probably gone over, and that's his dealer. There's Aaron with his dealer. He's just popped over to top up supplies, isn't he? Oh, look at that. I've got a picture with my dealer that looks exactly the same, to be honest. There's John Cena. He's like, no, sorry, I don't have any of, I don't sell those things. So that's what John Cena's saying. And there is Jay. He's like, I do sell those things, but not when cameras are around. So really, this was just a giant drug steal by the looks of it. But no, look, joking aside, absolutely incredible. I mean, I'm clearly not jealous in the slightest that you got to go backstage and meet Cena, LA Knight, Liv Morgan, Jey Uso. It's Bryn again, said, Days, I heard on your stream about the disappearance of your cutout face that was lost in Philly. I decided to search around and I found it, just not the way that you would think. This is it. People are slapping my face on these billboards now in Philadelphia. So look at this Vogue. It's where but look at that. It just looks right, doesn't it? Look at this Fashion Week. There I am. Look. Amazing. And Lenny, shout out to you. Lenny said he wasn't happy when I told him I was a Cody Crybaby. So look at this. Look at this. Meeting Samu, one half of the Head Shrinkers. Who, I mean, look at him now, man. Unrecognizable. But Lenny, that's awesome, mate. That's awesome. So really cool. So some great stuff in the community tab. Right, let's go down. Luke, shout out to you. So here, look, Cody said, MJF is my boy. Shout out to MJF. Huge future. So Cody putting MJF over. Kian, thank you. Cody's agenda now, right? His schedule. So you can see that he's doing the Raws, right? He's doing all the Raws. So he'll be back next week. He's also going to be on SmackDown this Friday, right, in Detroit. He won't be in SmackDown the week after, though, because the week after, he's actually in the UK, right? So they're doing Birmingham on the 17th, Cardiff on the 18th, London on the 19th, Belfast on the 20th, and then he's back at Raw. So he misses SmackDown because he's in the UK, but then he's back on Raw. He does SmackDown, and then he's got Raw again. So no house shows here by the looks of it. Weekend off. No Saturday, Sunday. So I don't know if they've got any shows on the 27th, 28th, but he's not doing them by the looks of it. So perhaps it's because of this tour, you know. They're doing like dates in the week. There's none here either, look. Nothing on the 13th or the 14th. So it looks like because they're doing them there, maybe that's why. So there we go. So that is his schedule. Here is footage, look, of the side plates being changed. 1.6 million views just watching a man take some side plates out and put some others in. But it's just so much more important, isn't it, than that? This is all part of finishing the story, isn't it? The side plates being added. Great side plates, aren't they? I love how the logo just kind of overlaps and is just that little bit bigger. So there's the Roman side plates. They've come off, and the Cody ones go on instead. So there we go. Look great. They look awesome. Awesome looking side plates. Right, Kingdom by Downstait has hit #1 on the iTunes US rock charts. So there we go. Cody having a big impact. Let's go to Raw, shall we? Make our way down. Right, so here we go. Ilja Dragunov is eligible for the 2024 WWE Draft. So Mo Reigns, thank you. That was tweeted out by WWE. Eric, shout out to you, as WrestleOps said, Seth Rollins will be taking time off, with the hope being that it'll be for about 4 weeks. That's from Wrestling Observer newsletter. Watson, thank you. Dijak said 3 years ago, this was the closing shot on Raw after Mania. And I swear to God, I'm not making this shiz up. That was the end closing image of the Raw after Mania. That was 3 years ago. So that was what, 2021? Awful. This would have been the show after WrestleMania 37. Awful. I mean, honestly, we're eating so good now. And, you know, we really deserve to. Because we've been starved. We've been starved. Awful. Just sums up the Thunderdome era, this does for me. Right, look at this full match. Full match. Jade Cargill, Chelsea Green. It's a 35-second video, right? Adam Pearce gave it 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 plus stars. 6 plus stars from Adam Pearce. Amazing. Right, exclusive. What did CM Punk have to say after Raw went off air? I've got it written down. He says quite a bit. He goes for like over 2 minutes. He said he used to live in Philly, and he talks about where. And then he says like he loves coming back, and he loves to see the small set, the small entranceway, because he likes to see the people behind it. And he says like, you know, there's 20,000 of you in here, and I love coming back to Philly. He said, thank you for accepting this kid from Chicago and taking me into your heart. And, you know, he's just really bigging up the company, bigging up the crowd. It's all super, super positive. It's all very un-CM Punk, really. It's quite un-CM Punk. But there we go. It's all rah-rah. It's all, you know, he's loving it. He just seems to be absolutely loving it. So, yeah, if you want to watch it, it's on their social media accounts. It goes for 2 minutes 52. Right, Sportskeeda reporting that WWE were forced to change a huge announcement, and they had to make 2 big changes to Raw after WrestleMania. It's actually not that big, as these things usually are not what they seem. So they were going to announce the Ilja was eligible to be in the draft. That was going to be announced on the show. I don't know if they were short of time, but it was just announced on social media only. So that was one change. I think the Chelsea Green against Jade Cargill match was originally going to be in the first part of the show, but it ended up getting pushed into the second part of the show, and there was another change, but it was minor. So there was nothing really. I think it was like a little backstage thing was going to happen with Adam Pearce and Nick Aldis, and that just sort of got like cut down a little bit. So it was nothing really. But I thought you might still want to know. Right, after Raw went off the air, Jay and Punk signed Jay's kicks, then threw them in the crowds. So after he'd done his 2-minute little rah-rah speech, they signed Jey Uso's shoes and then chucked them into the crowd. So look at this image. Hang'em High said held his leg with both of his arms too. Is his arm a bit better than we think? Is he making a quicker progress than we think? I think he probably is. I don't think he's ready to return, but I bet it's not as bad as we are thinking. So there we go. Chucky said, what a throw, Liv Morgan. So Chucky was impressed with what Liv Morgan did backstage with Rhea Ripley. So that's pretty fun. Yeah, I don't know what this was. Paul Levesque went on a rampage with her booking. She's a dynamite. The women's division are on a collision course with Jade Cargill. I don't know if this is actually things that Michael Cole said on commentary, but you can see if it was, because I didn't hear these, but if it was, Rampage, Dynamite, and Collision may have been referenced on commentary, right, during the Jade Cargill match, like during the entrance and all of that. I haven't had time to go back and double check this, so I saw it. They've tagged Raw after Mania and WWE Raw, and they seem to be suggesting that that is what was mentioned. But as I said, don't quote me on this, right? You'll have to go back and have a look yourself, because I haven't had a chance. But that would be pretty fun if they did mention Dynamite, Rampage, and Collision, wouldn't it? That would be pretty fun. And Sean Ross Sapp said, The Rock is a lot of things, but sucks isn't one of them. That's the same line that he used in 1997 when he first turned heel. I didn't pick up on that. So that's a great callback. So well spotted from Sean Ross Sapp. Let's go to the bottom. Oh, this was Logan's reaction, right? So here we go. Cena making his way down. Look, you can see that Logan's absolutely loving this. Is celebrating away, and then down came The Rock. So The Rock made his way down. Then the Undertaker gong lights go out. Look at Logan. I'm guessing Logan didn't know that this was going to go this way, you know? I'm guessing he didn't know the result of this. But, right now, look, Jake was there as well, look. So, Jake was actually there, watching along. So, Jake is watching, and there we go. The story is finished. Logan gets a bit emotional. Jake seems to be really enjoying it as well. So, there we go. And he does seem quite emotional. So, there we go. There we go. Very cool. Right. What have we got? We have got Cena says that his schedule for 2024 will be full until Christmas, and then says he hopes that he can tell Hollywood World to maybe pump the brakes so that he can come back for one final run. So, Edward, shout out to you. So that was Cena. Got a bit of merch here. So Rhea sold a part of canvas that got some of her makeup on from her match last night for $3,600. This is insane. $3,600 for a bit of canvas. Granted, used in her match. So it's Wrestlemania canvas, signed by Rhea Ripley with her makeup on, that she's confirmed, right? And she's put "my face was here" on it with an arrow and everything. $3,600. That is insane, isn't it? It's probably the right price, though. It's probably the right price, but still insane. So, Fisticuff, shout out to you. And Lex F1, a great friend of the channel, he has just tagged me in these. We haven't had a chance to look at like the Mattel stuff. So I thought it might be fun to just look at the big displays. And Lex has sent them over. So you can kind of have a look and have a browse and look at the figures. Some of these we've looked at. So there's the one display. I think these are all the like basics. You can see the CM Punks have been added at the front there. I think these are all like the main event. I think they call them main event now. These are all the retros. So these are very much like the old Hasbro figures from back in the day. They make these now. They've been making them a while, actually. And you can see some of the new ones that are on the way that are coming out. Then we've got these. I think this is all WCW, like elite figures. So some really good ones. I can see Eric Bischoff in the ring. In fact, I don't know it's WCW because I can see The Rock in the ring. So maybe this is like Monday Night Wars. So perhaps it's Monday Night Wars. Then we've got Superstars. These are really cool. I love all the cloth items that these come with. They look great. Big Boss Man. And I love the Boss Man, actually. These really do look great. And I think there might have been some others down here. Let's go to these. So there, look, even more. These are, I think these might be Ultimate Editions that are on the way. So some awesome looking figures there. Even more, these look like Legends figures. So, yeah, Legends figures. They are exclusively at, is that Target, maybe? Looks like Target, coming soon. Then we've got these. These are exclusively at Amazon, Ultimate Fan Takeover. It's a few different bits in there, but they look like Ultimate Editions, Ultimate Edition figures. And then we've got these as well. That looks so good. That looks absolutely awesome. This is the Colosseum collection. This is like the more old school retro line. This is what I'm interested in. I love the old school stuff, to be honest. So brilliant. Love those. Absolutely love those. So Lex, thank you for that. Really appreciate it. So that was a bit of merch. We've done Cena. Let's go to Roman. Hayden said a kid started crying after Roman lost the match against Cody, which means he's a big fan of Roman. He's a poor kid. Kid started crying after Roman lost the match at WrestleMania. By the way, they won't show you this. Well, I don't know who they are, but I'm going to show you. There is nothing I love more than kids crying, so this is perfect.
Okay. No. It's all right. It's okay, sweetie.
I can't see what the writing says. Oh, it says, "My child is not fine. Roman has been his champ since he was 2. So, I mean, look, all joking aside, we've been there, you know? When you're young and you've really got your favourite and your favourite loses, it does sting, doesn't it? It does sting. We've all been there. It's all part of the journey. So, it'll make him stronger in the long run. Right, Harry Van Vliet said, nice kicks. So, let's go over here. Boom, boom. So, apparently, Jordan Brand has sent through Roman Reigns some special shoes for WrestleMania. So look at this. I don't know if it came in that box, but all this Jumpman stuff, Roman Reigns, acknowledge our tribal chief. Look at that, Air Reigns. Air Reigns, and Air Reigns there as well. And it's got the logo on it. Look at that. Apparently, this is... So, there he is, showing it off. Air Reigns. Bloodline on the side there. Acknowledging. How cool is that? These are all legit as well. These aren't, like, customs or anything. I believe that these are, like, legit from Nike. Air Reigns. Look at that. Look at those. Special cases as well. Man, the perks you get. Oh, look at them. Look at them. Little bit of class. Yeah, don't blame him for being so happy. So, boom. Lovely. Harry, thank you. Right, WrestleUp said 7 years ago, the Raw After Mania crowd were chanting F you, Roman. 7 years later, the Raw After Mania crowd were chanting thank you, Roman. So, Jay Kreiser, thank you. Right, so we've done that. We've got in here a few bits. So, yeah, this was just the clip of the moment. Obviously, this is in the other video. I think this might be the folder for that other video, actually. So this is the clip of when they played the track before Raw. It was this track, which is Nightbirds. Then we got this moment. And I think we might see this later. I have looked and looked and looked to see if I can see anything in the static. The only thing that jumps out, and I think it's mentioned later, is that really looks like a 7 to me, right? It could just be a coincidence, but it really does look like a 7. I don't know what that means. Maybe the Wyatt 7 are on the way, but you know, I've been told, people have said, oh, I can see the Fiend mask. Someone said they could see a duck. Like, there's lots of bits that people are claiming to see, but I can't see anything, right? I mean, there's, you know, you can if you look, you can always see, you'll always find a face somewhere. I mean, it does feel like there might be something there with beards, eyes, nose, maybe, but I don't know. There is a thing, isn't there? A condition. There's a name for being able to see faces in things. So it's like a known phenomenon. So yeah, I kind of think like, don't know. It's tricky, isn't it? I'm quite happy with the 7 though. I can see the 7, so I'll commit to that. Then we got the lyrics, of course. Again, we've looked at this in the other video. And yeah, Brady, I liked this. I asked Brady, I was like, what do you think? Do you think like Alexa could come back? Could this be Alexa? Brady said, well, the April 22nd episode of Raw is special because 1, it's the 5-year anniversary of the first episode of the Firefly Funhouse. 5 years. What? How's that been 5 years? It's 5-year anniversary, right? And also it takes place in Columbus, Ohio, which is Alexa Bliss's hometown. Well, that's not that far away, is it? I mean, I think this campaign will run a bit further than that. I don't think this will be done by the time we get to April 22nd, but I thought all of that was really interesting information, so I wanted to bring it to your attention. If we click on Night Owl here, we've got this tease. Okay, we've looked at that. Yeah, this here, look, Ronnie said there's a picture of a CGI big dog from Roman, where the Fiend was the champ that lost to Roman, never had a rematch, looks for a return. So Ronnie thinks that he can see the CGI big dog, but I can't. I mean, could there be something there? Could that be a face? Couple of eyes? Mouth? I mean, are we saying that's something? Is that a face? This is where you're like, no, it's clearly here, but I can't see anything. So, Ronnie, if you're seeing this, circle it, draw it, show me. I want to learn. I want to be like you. What are you seeing? Because I am not seeing it. And I can't even... Oh, I can. There's my 7. I can't even see the 7, but it's there. And actually, the more I'm looking at this, the more I think it's actually a tattoo. Because if I look this way round, I'm sure that's the chest tattoo, isn't it, for Bronson Reed? So... Don't know, man. Don't know. If anyone thinks they can see anything in the static, and there really might not be anything there, feel free to circle it, send it over, right? Because I'm really interested. I want to know. I want to know what people are thinking and seeing. Right, this is where I got the 7 from, right? So T-Lil said, I could see a 4 and a 7. I can't see the 4. Maybe a hidden date. There is also a set of initials that look like they're BF. I slowed it down so you could see it a little clearer. So, right, I can see the 7. I think the 7 is really clear, right? I think that's meant to be a 4, right? I'm not so sure about the 4. I love the 7. Not so sure about the 4. Is that meant to be the F? Let's play it again. It's gone. And it's gone. I mean, that's it. It just really does not... And that's slowed down. Yeah. I don't know. I can't really see anything. The investigation continues. Harlan said Nightbird, also known sometimes as an owl. We've seen owls used in video packages before for the whole Bray, Howdy, Funhouse, White Rabbit. You'd have to think that this is the 3rd tease for Howdy, end of being immortal, the WWE world, and now this. Yes, I completely agree. I think this is that. Right, did we go in Raw? Did we do Raw? Yeah, we've done Raw. Okay, good. I was like, wow, that'd be a big one to have not done yet. So I think we've just got other and fun, have we? Oh, God, and we've only got 16 minutes. God, we've been doing this longer than I thought, you know. Right, Cal, shout out to you. So Piper Niven said you get to live until next time. Do you remember the war they had on social media? Do you remember the war they had? And there they are, look, face to face. That is a great image. Harry, shout out to you. So Ken here has got Damian Priest by the graveside of McIntyre's WrestleMania moment. There's CM Punk as well at the graveside of McIntyre's WrestleMania moment. Eric, shout out to you as Triple H's thoughts said the obvious choice for Cody's first feuds. There we go. It's got to be, hasn't it? It's got to be the rubber chicken that was thrown in the ring at the end of WrestleMania 39. Could you imagine if when Cody finished the story, someone in a chicken costume came out and applauded? That would have been goated. That would have been amazing. Cody celebrating, right? And a giant chicken on the entrance ramp dancing away, like celebrating. You did it. Because, look, Cody was down last year, and so was the chicken. They were both down last year. So I would love to have seen them both celebrating this year. Right here, look, Kian said, maybe for tomorrow's Unseen. This is WrestleMania. Let's have a look.
This is Sparta!
Boom. That is good. So he boots him. Boom! And off he goes. Bye, Speeds. Right, Coach Go said, what was that scream from Ricochet? Well, I never heard a scream, but when you hear this, you won't hear anything else. What is that scream? That sounds like, you know, when you hear a goat scream for the first time and it like, you weren't expecting it. I'm going to play it again. Oh my God. It is amazing. I got to do it again. I never noticed it. Did you notice this at the time? Has this been edited? Did he actually do that? I gotta play it again. Let's go again. It's like he picks him up. And do you think momentarily Ricochet thinks he's going towards the table or something? Because the table's here. Did he think he was going to get... I don't know. I'm doing it again. That might make my score for Raw actually go up. Wow, that's brilliant. Right, Chelsea Green said the best 30 seconds of your life because her match took 30 seconds. But watching that for 30 seconds is the best 30 seconds of my life, to be fair. Drew was unhinged. So he said, then that bondage Undertaker, Damian Priest, went and screwed it all up. So, kids, if you are watching, if you don't know what bondage is, just ask your parents. They'll let you know. So, bondage Undertaker went and screwed it all up. Right, look at this. Becca said, you make a new Dijak poster, but it's small, so you won't get in trouble. And it follows the guidelines. And then they tell me that they're going to take it. I swear they have got something against Dijak. So she made this sign, and security were like, no, you got to take it. Dijak said, I don't blame Wells Fargo Centre, to be honest. I blew the roof off that damn arena, so I assume they're upset with the property damage. That's good, innit? That's a good line. That's a good line. Right, we've got a few bits, and then we can wrap this up. So, Fightful Selectors learned that William Regal has played a key role in bringing Julia to the WWE. Right, so he looks like the Dom man, doesn't he? He looks like the guy. He looks like the guy. So there we go. Darius fan, thank you. Jim said some seem to think this means he's joining WWE. Well, I think he has joined WWE. So I don't know that I can say there's anything here that's making me think WWE, or I don't know. I can't say there's any clues or anything here. But this is Tamatonga's new profile picture, right? I don't know. I don't know what that's in reference to. I'm trying to think. I don't know. I'm trying to think. Something to do with the bloodline? No. I don't know. I really don't know. But either way, I still expect him to be in WWE. Eric, thank you. Tom said Stephanie McMahon has rejoined WWE management structure alongside Nick Khan and Triple H. So there we go. Apparently she is back in WWE and back in the WWE management structure. Nathan Fraser said, didn't plan on this conversation being made public, but now it is. What do you say, Ava? She's agreed, and they are going to get another opportunity.
I'm saying just literally just one more time. Literally, we can do it. We can do it this Tuesday. This Tuesday. I'm saying, hey, bro, we'll literally.
So there we go. You got Nathan Fraser saying, we can do it. We can do it. We were so close. We can do it. Just give us one more chance. And they've got it. Ava's given them that chance. So it looks like NXT is going to see a tag title match. Wolf Dogs versus Axiom and Nathan Fraser. And with the draft coming up, there's a real good chance that we see Braun being a part of that draft. And there's maybe a chance we see Baron Corbin being a part of that draft. It'll be interesting to see how Triple H would book Baron Corbin. I wonder if they'd keep them as the Wolf Dogs for a little bit on the main roster. I really like the team. I like the shirts. So, I don't know. I'm thinking there's probably a real good chance that Axiom and Nathan Fraser could win the NXT tag titles on NXT. It's been a big weekend. Big weekend. Lots of excitement. NXT might want a piece of that pie. And, could we see the tag titles changing hands on Tuesday? That would free up Braun. Maybe Braun doesn't need to wait for the draft because he's already signed to SmackDown. So then that's it. He's done. He just goes to SmackDown on Friday and he's just there ready for the draft. Food for thought, isn't it? Food for thought. And that's it. Thank you so much for joining us. I hope you enjoyed this video. Again, it took ages, but I really did try to go through everything, and I really did try to find as much stuff as possible. So I hope you enjoyed this video. Thank you so much for all the support and the ongoing support. And we will be back with our NXT watch along, of course. And of course, SmackDown should be a big show as well. That's on the horizon. And actually, I think this weekend, it might be UFC 300. I think we've got that coming up as well. So, it doesn't stop, does it? Good. I'm glad it doesn't stop. And I will have another Unseen for you later on today. So, thanks a lot for watching. Appreciate the support. Have a good day. Bye for now.